Even if you do math and certified mock, you get that H-town in you. You want that old thing back? What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, Lord. It's Friday, boy. All right, man, look. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Oops. All right, man, look. A little bead of sweat. Okay, so yesterday, I spoke pretty extensively on the franchise title and how I'm a bit concerned on how the franchise title can help improve the state of boxing. Now, let's discuss the WBC four-time title, because understand this, it wasn't just Lomachenko who was granted and awarded the permanent title of the franchise title. Devin Haney was also handed the WBC four-time title. Let's be balanced here, and let's be unbiased and fair here. I have concerns about that as well. Cough. You're talking to a man who reps Devin Haney. I'm talking about a guy who thinks Devin Haney is the future of the sport. How many times have you heard me say that when everyone talk about new up-and-coming fighters? I say Devin Haney to me is ahead of the charge. When I'm talking about skill, his abilities in the ring, his heart, his pedigree, I think Devin Haney is being shaped into being the top of the food chain in the future. With that said, I don't think that he's deserving of the WBC four-time title. I understand there's a few of you that's going to jump in the comments, scream and holler, but here's the thing. I'm concerned about the franchise title, what that means, what that is, but I need to see it in play to see what happens. We're going to see Canelo's first fight against Kovalev as the franchise champion. We're going to see what the franchise title does to the perception of the franchise champion, how they move forward as fighters. Is it a ducking title? I can't say yes or no, we'll see. Now let's talk about Devin Haney. How did they choose Devin Haney to be the WBC four-time title holder? Now, the only thing I can think of is the thing that jumps out in your face, right? You're talking about the same way they chose Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo was the mandatory for the WBC. And then you have Devin Haney. He was the mandatory for the WBC. But I see both of those guys, and Charlo and Devin Haney, to me, they seem to be gladiators, okay? In my opinion, when I look at them, I know people call them the Charlo sisters, and I'm not sure what they're going to call Devin Haney now that he's been gifted or awarded or handed down the WBC four-time title. I'm not sure what name they're going to throw at him. But what I'm saying is, when I see both of those guys fight and go about their lives on social media or whatever, like I said, I'm just looking at it from the perspective of a fan. I see two guys who love boxing, who's trying to be great in the sport. I see two guys who are gladiators, and I don't suspect that they are happy with not taking the title from the champion. I thought Devin Haney wanted to take the belt from Lomachenko, not here, let me pacify you. Here's the WBC four-time title. But since that's the case, why him? I'm wrecking my brain because when it comes to the lightweight division, I don't know, man. Okay, Richard Coleman, he has a belt. He has the WBF. I think the rest of the belts are with Lomachenko. But why not Teofimo Lopez? Why not Pedraza? I don't know. Why Devin Haney? And the only thing I could think of is the fact that he was the mandatory, but is that enough to give it to him? How about just vacate it? Have Devin Haney fight somebody for it. And I think that works for Devin Haney, his integrity, and that put all the weight back on the sanctioning bodies of the WBC, the sanctioning body of the WBC. With that said, I'm going to go and say that as of right now, and what Devin Haney has done, he's undeserving of the WBC four-time title. But that doesn't mean that I don't think that he's a great fighter, a shooting star, a future great fighter. I think he's all those things. But for him to be walking around with the WBC, with the green belt, without having to fight for it, sends a bad message. And what I'm saying is, once again, when it comes to even with the franchise title, when it comes to this entire move, the franchise title, and handing the green belts to Charlo and Devin Haney, making Canelo Alvarez and Lomachenko permanent title holders, I want to know, how does it benefit the sport? Please let me know what you think in the comments below, because as of right now, I still have concerns. ShowBizz, Lord, don't. It's Friday. I'm out of here.